cannot make this shit up. The banking crisis 2023 is here, but I can see clearly exactly what is happening. Pay attention.
I ain't gonna give in now, I just gotta live this now. I've been gonna beam and I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go take it to town, cause I gotta be that king in their beam and I'm knocking them out when I'm back with the whip. Cause I am just up on the journey, you just know that I'm just going insane.
Warriors, rise. Grand rising. Good evening, warriors all over the world. From my heart to yours, I want to start out with an attitude of gratitude and say I truly love you. It's amazing to see all the followers, all the likes and comments. We really appreciate that. So I want to start out with an attitude of gratitude. So 2023 is one of the biggest banking crises we've ever been through in our history. Now, they're going to tell you something different, but I'm going to show you videos from two parts of the world that are not counterproductive, coexisting together. The messages are exactly the same across the ecosystem. 2022, cryptocurrency was shown to be a fraud. Stablecoin collapse. Exchanges collapsed. Okay. The whole monetary system in crypto was shown to be a fraud. At the same time, the largest banks in the world since 2017 and probably before were getting set up on blockchain technology, real-time payments, on-demand liquidity. At the exact same time as the banking starts to collapse down, bail-ins start to come in, okay? The big banks are ready to monopolize with on-demand payments, on-demand liquidity, real-time payments. It's a liquidity issue. The messages are starting to become exactly the same around the world. So I'm going to show you the facts, figures, numbers, logic. Now, let me pause for just a moment. We're getting thousands of messages a day, over 10,000 followers a day from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, flooding in. So I want to make sure that you understand at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how we can support you. Okay. I created a system called the 3T Warrior Academy. It's not a get rich quick thing, guys. Don't get in there if you're going to think you're going to get rich quicks. This is how we changed our lives. Subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation, creating a life plan for yourself, budgeting, understanding that wealth is not get rich quick. It's methodical. It's slow. It's processed. Everybody trying to get rich in crypto is going to get wrecked. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how we can support you and how we support over 6,000 warriors worldwide. So let's dive right into the content. Okay. We're working to improve our content as well as the content quality. So I'm navigating a new system with the audio and stuff like that. So hopefully you like the improved audio. We're working every single day to make our content a lot better here at the 3T Warrior Academy. Okay, so I'm gonna dive right into this. So the first video, I want to share with you how my brain works. I have what's called the logical circuits. I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. I have cryptocurrency experts on my team. What I am is a macro and microeconomic expert, and I can rightfully say that because I spend 8 to 9 hours a day researching it. It's what I do every single day. My whole office is set up this way. I research. My logical circuit in human design sees things forward and sees things backwards, and I connect the dots. I am not always right, but what I am able to do is I'm able to forge a path forward, make a mistake, come back and teach, and I do that through obsessive amounts of information studying, and my brain is able to connect it logically. Okay, so I spent 10 years in banking. I got a CBA executive banking degree, so I understand what they're talking about. I understand what liquidity is. I understand what a bail-in. I understand what turning debt into equity is. Those are the things that I understand at a very deep level. Okay, so when I listen to what they say, I listen to common themes across the ecosystem, which tells me where we're going. So we're going to listen to what Christine Lagarde said. Okay, she's the head of the ECB. Okay, so she's a big player in the ecosystem. Okay, so she's one of those people. What she says goes. Okay, you got Janet Yellen. She's part of our ecosystem. Okay, so these are big players in the game. So listen to what she says, Christine Lagarde. Then we're going to listen to what Janet Yellen says. Very similar tone now. Okay, they're all planning this out behind the scenes. We're all going to say the same message, and then there's a big monopolization coming from the largest banks that were already set up in blockchain technology. Okay, so let's pay attention.
The financial tensions that we have observed for the last 10 days or so are not trivial. And whenever a financial actor of the size of the Silicon Valley Bank, for instance, which was the 13th largest bank in the United States, or the second largest bank in a country like Switzerland, have to go very rapidly into either resolution on the one hand or a takeover on the other hand, it is not without repercussions. But what we have indicated in the press release that we issued last night is that we welcome the Swiss authorities and the Swiss decisions that was made in order to address the situation, and that it was necessary in order to restore financial stability.
Okay, so they're taking swift action. So let's pause for just a moment. So remember, a bail-in is when the FDIC takes over, they turn the credit into equity, they open up the bank and put it on the open marketplace for sale, and it becomes a new corporation. People over $250,000 in deposits will get a portion of the equity sale if there's some left, right? Okay, so what happens though is you're going to hear both of them say at the end here, and they say it in different ways, but they say we're good. This is not bigger than the 2008 crisis. The reason why they're going to be able to navigate through this is because real-time payments, on-demand liquidity. I want to make it very clear. In the video I said yesterday, Switch has been hit. I'm not saying it's cryptocurrency. What I'm saying, it's real-time payments, on-demand liquidity, blockchain technology. Everything's going to be tokenized.
In the same vein, the very rapid action that was taken by the US authorities to do what was necessary in order to prevent any contagion was also certainly appropriate from a financial stability point of view. But we have to be data dependent, and we have to look at what the consequences will be, what impact it will have on yields, what impact it will have on the financing of the economy and of certain sectors in particular. And once we see that, then it will help us determine what monetary policy decision we make.
Okay, so you need a problem to create a reaction to come up with a solution. So what monetary policy will we use or will we take in this new system?
Not, minimizing, but I'm also saying that we have a strong banking sector, much stronger than it was during the last great financial crisis, which is strongly capitalized, which has strong liquidity, and which is certainly well supervised, and as opposed to other countries where all banks are subject to Basel III.
Okay, so she said 2008. Now listen to what Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says here. Okay, so she just spoke at the Bankers Association. She's reading right off her little document here. Okay, just want to make sure that you guys see this. She's reading off her little document. She's so cute. So let's listen to what Janet Yellen says, but listen to the similar tone to what they're saying days apart.
Thank you for your leadership during this time of stress and for taking time not only to deliver those important remarks, but to also give us a couple of questions as well.
Sure.
Let me start, I think an obvious one, and that's kind of the path forward. You've spoken about the extraordinary action that the Treasury and the Fed and the OCC and the FDIC took, but you also spoke about, or have spoken about, the making sure we have to understand the root causes of the factors before determining whether further regulatory or policy action needs to be taken. Can you expand on that and kind of give us an idea of what you and your fellow regulators are considering? Where do we go from here?
Okay, very good question. So let me just start by saying that our banking system is sound.
Okay, so she's right. Listen what she says. What did Christine Lagarde? Our banking system's good. We're fine. Calming the public, right? There was a favorable response in the markets because of both of their comments. But listen, her comments are almost exactly the same in different words, obviously.
And even as it's come under some pressure, as I indicated, this is different than 2008. 2008 was a solvency crisis. Rather, what we're seeing are contagious bank runs. We demonstrated.
Okay, so this is different from 2008. Exact same thing Christine Lagarde said a day later, maybe 20, 40 hours later, okay? This is different than 2008. What they're teetering on is the bank runs are us running over to cryptocurrency we're waiting for regulation with the SEC versus Ripple case. My apologies with that. The SEC versus Ripple case, we're waiting for new regulation so we can regulate this new monetary system. Guys, it's all moving to on-demand liquidity, real-time payments. They can fix this problem by just moving money much faster, taking out that third-party intermediary and moving money at the speed of light. But they want to make sure it goes through a central exchange.
Last week that the federal government is resolutely committed to taking actions that will mitigate financial stability risks where that's necessary. And every step we have taken has been intended to reassure the public that our banking system is resilient and that we stand behind the banking system. The public should have confidence in our banking system, and it's our intention to remain vigilant in the days and weeks to come. And as I said in my remarks, that means potentially intervening if a smaller bank experiences the kinds of difficulties we have seen that pose the risk of contagion.
Okay, so this is how they're going to intervene. Do you guys remember what I'm going to speak out of school right now and maybe get this incorrect? So comment down below if you understand what I'm talking about. In 1929, remember when the Federal Reserve pumped money into bigger banks and the bigger banks went and lended to the smaller banks? I can't remember exactly how that happened, but the same thing is happening right now. So Jamie Dimon leading efforts for new Republican bank rescue plan. These massive banks are going in to rescue the smaller banks. The feds are going to be helping the bigger banks with cash injections, right? They're like, we're not going to support them. Then all of a sudden, like, oh, we'll change the rules a little bit. We're going to make sure that nobody fails. But look at this. Bank of America, Citigroup, JP Morgan, Chase, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, BYN Mellon, PNC Bank, State Street, Trust and U.S. Bank make uninsured deposits totaling $30 billion into First Republican Bank. Okay. Bank of America named all those, right? This action by America's largest banks reflect the confidence in First American Republic banks of all sizes, and it demonstrates the overall commitment to helping banks serve their customers. Community, regional, midsize, and small banks are critical to the health of the function of our financial system. Following the Silicon Valley Bank Signature Bank, there were outflows of uninsured deposits at small number of banks. America's financial system is among the best in the world. America's banks, large size, midsize, and community banks, do an extraordinary job of serving the banking needs of our unique customers and communities. We're going to monopolize. We're going to take care of the small banks. At the same time that politicians are quietly preparing for a digital dollar, it's not good for freedom. And DeSantis out of Florida is proposing a ban on centralized digital dollars in Florida. This dude's a beast. Look at this thing right here. It says Big Brother's digital dollar. It says Governor Ron DeSantis announces legislation to protect Floridians from federally controlled central bank digital currencies surveillance. And this is really interesting too. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper. This is my next level research here. We have Christine Lagarde here. Okay. But look at this. At the exact same time that we went live in ISO, okay, we went live, or RTP, real-time payments, FedNow services is going live in the local banks. I showed you the count addenda. This happened on March 21st. So they have T2 wholesale payment systems that went live on March 21st, 2023 in the European Central Bank. So we have RTP, real-time payments, FedNow services. They have T2 wholesale payments. All at the exact same time, guys. All at the exact same time. Think about that for just a moment. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing this part of the screen here. So that's part of the screen there. There you go. So this is Governor DeSantis there. Wasn't sharing the screen. I'm getting used to my new system here. Okay. And then this is the T2, which I'm going to go into tomorrow in my research. My apologies for that. Family, this is crazy, right? It's wild. Well, it's not crazy. We've been preparing this for a very long time. So take a deep breath. Get your budget together. Get your shit together. In week 1, you do a budget in our academy. Get your budgeting done. Get your frivolous spending taken care of. If you have 2 car payments, go down to 1 car payment. Stop eating out. Save money. Get cash on the sidelines. Get ready to buy the dip. Dollar cost average in. Do your research. Pick a few few fundamental long-term investments and stick with them. Okay. Don't try to get rich quick. There is no get rich quick in this ecosystem, warriors. So after this video down below in the description, number one, we have our conference coming up on the 14th and 15th. Come meet me personally. Come hang out with me here at our academy and our conference center, our first event at our new conference center here in Mesa, Arizona. That's 14th and 15th. You're going to meet my whole team, the Good Morning Crypto Show. Get to hang out with me all weekend. It's a 70-person event. We're almost full. The whole thing is a VIP event. So come on down the 14th and 15th. Very reasonable hotels right down the street from us. We're out in Mesa, Arizona. Okay. It's a short drive from Nevada, New Mexico, if you're in the four cornering states of Arizona. 14th and 15th live conference. And we also have an online conference that you can watch. You can stream in as well. Okay. Then you can private coach with me. We have a few spots left for April 3rd. We're doing interviews all the next 2 weeks. And you can also join our Open Warrior Academy. So after this video, I'm going to, down below, you can check this all out. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. So check out this video and it shows you what the Warrior Academy is all about, and I hope to see you inside.
Is designed to keep you trapped. 2017, I walked out of a high-paid vice president job because I was absolutely miserable. Working 16 to 19 hours a day because that's what the system taught me to do. And what I discovered through countless hours of meditation, research, reading books, understanding how the millionaires and billionaires operate, the system is designed to keep you trapped. Today, I own multiple companies. I travel all over the world. I'm financially free, and that's exactly why I created this community of like-minded warriors coming together called the 3T Warrior Academy. Now, I don't say this to brag. I'm sharing this with you to show you what's possible for you. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to take your life to another level, we believe the Warrior Academy has something for everybody. Processes that take you step by step through disciplined, consistent activities, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Our 120-day challenge, all you have to do is open up the app and take it day by day. We're going to take you through the disciplined, consistent activities to take your life to the next level. Within 1 week, you're going to feel a difference. Within a month, people are going to notice a change in you. That's how powerful this 120-day challenge is. So if you're truly ready to break free from the old paradigm into a new paradigm of discipline, consistency, great relationship with your family, financial freedom, and learning the pillars of wealth that will change your life and generational wealth to come, I'm going to invite you to do our program for 7 days for free. The 120-day challenge has changed over 5,000 warriors' lives worldwide, and we hope to be yours next.
Warriors, let's get your together. Let's go.